Yeah, one thing is for certain.
Huh?
One thing is for certain.
One?
Thing is for certain that ladies no longer feel secure in the city.
No longer feel.
Secure in the city.
But even with the new laws and all that are protecting ladies.
Yeah, but the incident has already happened. What do the laws do after that? So, Bombay, that used to pride itself on being a very safe city, can no longer be called a safe city. That's for sure.
From?
Well, basically, I grew up in Delhi, but I've been here now since 72. So, major part of my life is here. And I see a lot of difference in the city since we came. I never cared taking a cab or a rickshaw alone at night early. Now I hesitate. Not, I don't need to, but I still hesitate if I have to. Maybe an Uber or a Ola I might take, but yellow cab, I won't do that.
Okay. Like, what were you before? I mean, like, what was your profession, or can you share your life experience?
I worked as a personal assistant to directors in Delhi and in Bombay. And after I got married, I started helping my husband in his business. I eventually took over as the finance director in his business. And we've been retired now for 9 years. 8-9 years. And we're leading a carefree life.
Wow. So, can you share 3 lessons that you have learned out of your life right now and which you live by still?
Well, most important is love, respect, and trust the person you meet. Because 99% they will reciprocate. It's very few people who really let you down. But if you don't trust them to begin with, they cannot trust you. You can make that already, I don't trust you, I don't have respect for you, we don't think we can love you. Then that mutual feeling will never come and you will never interact with that person, whether it's business, whether it's social, whether it's family, whatever it is. It can never work.
So, love, respect, and trust. 3 lessons. What's the definition of life well lived?
Definition of
Life well lived.
life well lived is first when you do all this, love, trust, respect. Second is live in the present moment. If you're living in the present moment is the only moment you have actually. Past is gone. Future is never coming to you because it becomes the present. So if you live in the present moment, fully aware of what's happening to you, aware of what's happening around you, aware of your feelings, that is a life well lived.
Okay, can you talk about the conventional society and the conventional thinkers, or about your
They
viewpoint?
make my blood boil.
Even mine, but if you can talk about the 31st night molestation in Bangalore, or you can talk about the conservative thinking over there still which is going on.
Yeah, it's very difficult to imagine how men feel they have a right to behave the way they do with women. Who gives them that right? What makes them think that, they can do what they can? They think they can. After all, women also have a right to wear what they want. If they smoke, so what? The men are also smoking. If they are drinking, so what? The men are also drinking. Why? Just because they are doing it, they are a loose character. And why the men do the same are happy. That's something very difficult to understand. Why this discrimination?
So what will be that one message you want to give to the conventional thinkers, the conventional thinking of there, and to the conventional society? One message that you want to give it.
And let live. Live and let live. You live the life you feel is right, and let the others live the life they feel. The days have changed. We cannot be in the olden times where the women were parda and sitting at home. Even today, when you go out, you go to a mall, went to a ladies' washroom. A young girl took off her parda. She's wearing a burqa. She took it off. She applied makeup, full makeup. She was well dressed, and then she walked out of the mall. Why are we constraining them to do things that they're not happy with? They should be allowed to do it. Why are they in a parda? Because the men don't want them. See. And yet the men go around and Google anybody they want. Why?
Instinct,
Okay.
the animal instinct of man, of clawing at women or abusing women or using women, there has to be a methodology to confine that, and it's running rampant at times. And of course, after a few drinks, it goes wild. This animal instinct. So one has to figure out a methodology to that. Now, whether it comes out of upbringing, that means the mothers educate their sons to respect women and treat them with a lot of respect as they grow up, and not force themselves upon women, but have a relationship. Yes, you can have a relationship with a woman, but you can't force yourself on women. If the mother would bring up children in that fashion, the men, the boy children, then I think there would be some hope for a civilized society. Otherwise, it's like an animal society. And we are just like animals, and very sad. And unfortunately, the physical abuse of a woman affects her mind a hell of a lot. A woman that's physically abused is in trauma for the rest of her life. She has one life to lead, and she's in trauma for the whole life. So it's a very serious crime when you force yourself upon a woman. And this can only begin when mothers recognize it and bring up their male children in a proper manner.
And also the fathers recognize it and set the example for the sons.
Father will. The father would have been brought up by a mother who would have already taught that father that respect women and treat them as equals. You can approach them, but you can't force yourself on them. We haven't been taught that. My mother never taught me that. But this kind of thing has to start somewhere.
Hi, my name is Krish Javeri. I'm from Bangalore. I'm Indian. And I study in the United States of America. I study in San Diego actually. So I go to a school called UC San Diego. And I recently just finished college, so I'm deciding on my future now, whether it's continue working in America or choosing to come back to India. And I decided to stay in America for 2 more years. And the main reasons are because of the lessons I learned in America. That was when I first went to America in my freshman year. I was very concealed. I was very scared of opening myself to new experiences. So the biggest lesson I learned from America and people I met around the world is be open. So be open to not just new people but to new experiences. They could be bad. I've had a few bad experiences and a few positive, and they've shaped me in different ways. So I think you need to open yourself to those experiences. 2, you need to be organized, not just organized in your studies and everything like that, but it's in life as well, in terms of the way you spend your money, the way you talk to people. So I think to me, being organized really helped me in my college career. and 3 is just be true to yourself, and like family comes first. So I think for me, my family has been very important, especially throughout my studies. So I think family and is definitely something you should hold close. More than that, for me, what life is in general is just is 2 parts of life. So I think it's just 1, being yourself and enjoying everything you want to enjoy, and 2 is having a sense of responsibility and knowing that you have to work for a living, you have to do something you don't want to make something of yourself. So there's a way to balance those 2 things out, and I think that's what I'm trying to do in my life right now. So yeah.
Your message to conventional thinkers out there.
The message to conventional thinkers: open your mind. You need to be open to other people's opinions. As Indians, we're not we're kind of xenophobic in a way, so we don't really listen to people from other places. So I think, especially conventional thinkers in India, need to start understanding what's happening around the world, not just in India as well. There are issues that face everyone around the world, and we all need to work together for that reason. So yeah.
Hi, my name is Arnold Gandhi. I'm from the US. I just moved to Mumbai, I think 9 months ago. In terms of traveling, I've obviously been to India, I've been to Italy, Turkey, Greece, Mexico at some point. So those are basically my traveling experiences, and I've learned a lot from them. I moved here specifically. I want to pursue a career in singing and everything. So I'm chasing down music directors and handling criticism from a lot of people. So that's an interesting way to deal with things. What was the next part? I forgot.
You can talk about your traveling experience. You can talk about what you learned out of life.
Okay, I can say what I've learned out of it. Right. Basically, so what I've learned throughout my life, I've had a short life so far, but one basic thing I've learned is always keep balance. So don't do anything in excess, or don't do anything not too much. You want to experience everything, but not go overboard on anything. That way you can enjoy experiences, but not, beat it with a dead horse. Another thing that I've learned is you really learn a lot from getting to know people, getting to talk to different kinds of people, being open-minded. So if somebody has a different idea than you, instead of just shutting them out, actually listen to what they have to say. So you learn about different perspectives in life, and you open your mind up and you start thinking differently. And one more. Damn, I'm forgetting. Yeah, I'm not good with the camera. This is too much pressure.
It's okay. Keep rolling.
Okay, yeah. So finally, about conventional thinkers. For you guys out there who just stick to your one thing and you don't listen to anybody else, and you keep old thoughts in your head. I mean, not that old thinking is bad. It's just over time you do have to evolve. That it relates back to my old point, saying that you do have to keep an open mind. I mean, no matter what anybody else says, you might not be right, or you might be right, but you should find that out. And one simple principle is live and let live. Like, if somebody's doing something that you don't like and it doesn't bother you, then you shouldn't care. If it does bother you and it physically hurts you or emotionally hurts you directly, then yes, then you can address it. But if people are living their life the way they want it, just let them live their life, because they're letting you live your life. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've learned throughout my experiences. I mean, I don't have many, but this is what I do.
Your definition on a life well lived.
Oh yeah, the definition of a life well lived is not money-based or any of that kind of stuff. It's, do you do work that you enjoy, and are you surrounded by people that you have good relationships with? So as long as you have those two things, I think that's like really well.